August 20th, 2024. Start time is 6 p.m. Pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, this meeting of the Licensing Commission may be conducted via remote participation. We will post an audio recording, audio-video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of these proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting on the City of Somerville website. I'm Commissioner and Chair Joe Lynch. To my left is Commissioner Jack Thomas. To my right is Commissioner Chris Allen. We're also joined by our licensing manager, Michael Potier. From the Somerville Fire Department is Captain Richardson. From the Somerville Police Department is Lieutenant Matsakis. And I understand we have a representative from the Engineering Division, Nikki Green, who is also present. Gentlemen, if you're ready, we'll start tonight. First item on the agenda is acceptance of the minutes of the regular Licensing Commission meeting of 7/16/2024. Gentlemen, any questions, comments, edits?
None.
None.
Seeing none, Commissioner Thomas would like to.
Make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Item number 2, we're going to move right into, if Nikki Green is ready.
Mr. Chair, review item 9 will be our only item with outdoor dining, and I do have Field Associate Green, 88 Field Associate Green on the call.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, we have a request to take item number 9 out of order. Okay?
Yep.
Nikki Green from the City Engineers Department is with us. Item number 9 is a new common victualler and entertainment by device indoors and outdoors and outdoor private patio license. This is for Life Alive Cafe, LLC, DBA Life Alive Organic Cafe, 20 Prospect Street, Somerville. Requesting the approval of the common vic entertainment by devices indoors and outdoor private dining seating license. Proposed hours of operation are Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. They are requesting 72 indoor seats and 18 outdoor private patio seats. Michael Potier is the applicant present.
I do see the applicant. I'm going to unmute you now. You are unmuted from our end.
Okay, can you hear me? This is Daniel Brennan.
Yes, we can. Daniel, thank you. Are the owner or manager of record of Life Alive?
I am their permit agent. Leah Dubois might be on. She's the manager. We also have Katrina, who's the development manager, who may be on. But I'm well versed on the project as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Or our clerk will unmute them if we call on them. So Michael, if you could give us a little bit, if you could give us a little bit about the second location you're proposing to establish in Somerville.
Sure, it's going in the new buildings over on Prospect Street. The actual mailing address is 32 Prospect. It falls under an address range of 20-50 Prospect. It's on the ground level, and I guess we have Chris Hogan that's also on the line that can answer questions. And so it's ground floor level, just over, it's at 3,500 square feet, 72 interior seats. We have that other location over at Davis Square. I believe this is either the 10th or 11th location in Massachusetts. We went through a special permit process here because we fell under the formula business. So there was extensive neighborhood outreach. The store is currently under construction. We're hoping to open sometime end of September, I think, is the projected time at this moment. I don't know if there's any other information you need.
No, just one question for me. This is Commissioner Lynch. Have you already been through the special permit process and have you received approval for that?
Yes. Yep. We did that way earlier on.
Great.
Actually. So yes, that's been completed.
Okay, thank you very much. Commissioner Thomas.
Mr. Chair, no questions at this time.
Commissioner Allen.
No questions for the applicant.
Very good. For the applicant or anybody on the team, how's business in Davis Square?
I'm sure business is doing great. I don't know, were you guys able to let in Chris Hogan?
Oh, yeah, I have. Chris Hogan is now unmuted from our end. If you'd like to speak.
Chris?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. How's
Hi.
business in Square?
Good evening. Yeah, Davis Square is doing fantastic. We really have really enjoyed being in that community. They seem to have really embraced us. And we're super excited to get going over in Union Square as well. The property is beautiful and the cafe is going to be equally as beautiful right against the street. So we're real excited to be there and very appreciative.
Excellent. Very good. Glad to hear it. Any other questions from the commissioners before we go to the public hearing? Okay, Michael.
Did you want to go to, Mr. Chair, through you, did you want to go to 88 Field Associate Green before or after?
My apologies. So we do have an application, we have part of the application is for outdoor seating on a private patio. Nikki Green, if you are ready to weigh in on the administration's recommendation.
Yes, we've reviewed this and we do recommend it for approval.
Very good. This is private, correct? Private patio.
Yep.
Great. Okay, let's go to the public.
This is a public hearing. If there are any members of the public who wish to be heard on this item, who are either in the city council chambers or present on Zoom, please either raise your hand or approach the podium. Mr. Chair, seeing none.
Seeing none, close that part of the public hearing, and Commissioner Allen would like to.
Make a motion to approve.
I'd like to second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Congratulations, Life Alive, second location.
Crowd goes wild, I guess.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you. Back to the regular order of business. We're on item number 2.
Mr. Chair, through you, we do have two members of the public who are here present in the city council chambers. If you'd like to call those items out of order, that would be fine.
Okay, and let's go
That would-
within order for those special alcohol licenses, and I see item number 4 would be the first one. Harry, if you want to come on up to the microphone, we'll hear the application for number 4, Domitian of the Virgin Mary, 29 to 31 Central Street, Somerville, requesting the approval of a special alcohol all forms license for the 2024 Greek Fest, which is to be held indoors and outdoors at 29 to 31 Central on 9/6 through 9/8 from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. Welcome, Harry, if you could state your name for the record for us.
Harry,
Thank you, Harry. How many years for the Greek Fest? This is year number 20,
Decades.
30 something.
Decades.
Okay,
since I was a child, even before that, I believe.
great. Harry, if you could just tell us a little bit how they're going to conduct this year's Greek Fest.
Well, we have great food. I'm gonna be actually hosting church tours. I'm the church historian. We serve about 10,000 meals. And this is the biggest moneymaker for our church.
When you say 10,000, that's 10,000 over the course of the 2 days,
3 days.
3 days.
Correct.
Okay. And to your knowledge, Harry, have anyone from Domitian contacted fire and police
Yes,
for
we
detail?
have a police meeting.
Okay, all right, we're gonna ask our reps about that. Are you gonna have outdoor flammable containers or stoves or anything like that? Or is it just like the burner?
Just the
thing?
burners.
Okay,
Yeah.
the warmer stuff.
Yes.
Okay, all right, I don't think I have any other questions, so let's go to Commissioner Allen.
Great. How will you be checking ages for alcohol service?
We have a bartender, we check everybody. And we're very cautious of that. We've never had a problem.
Yeah.
It's a well-behaved, mature group.
Do you all, so checking IDs at the door, at the entrance, do you use wristbands? How do you check?
We check everybody. at the bar.
Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah.
Great. Purchasing your alcohol from a licensed distributor?
Yes, he's inside.
Great, thank you very much. No further questions.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Thomas.
Yeah, just, if you can elaborate a little bit more on the Greek music band and the type of sound you'll be using for that?
The type of sound.
Yeah, will you be using speakers to project music from the band, and what size speakers do you know?
I have no idea the size of the speakers.
Okay, but it will be like 4-piece band, 5-piece band, 4-piece band? No issues in the past at all?
No.
Great. No further questions, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Harry, do you know if the band is inside or outside?
Outside.
It's outside. Okay, we would just ask you to be mindful of the volume.
Okay.
You're in a residential area over there. We have, to my knowledge, 8 years of doing this, we have no complaints about it, but we tell anybody with outdoor music, be mindful of your neighbors. No rain date on this,
No.
okay? Outdoor tents, please, please talk to the fire department about how those tents should be set up, et cetera, et cetera. I do not have any other questions. Any other questions?
No further questions?
Okay, Captain Richardson, are you available? Do you want to make any comments on this one? This is a large event, multi-year, no complaints. They're familiar with fire and police detail. Anything you want to add?
Nope, we received the tent applications. Sorry, my dog's starting to bark right now. We received the tent applications. We're processing those now. We know there has to be a fire detail on site, and I believe that's being taken care of by the chief of the department.
Thank you very much. Lieutenant Matsakis, anything you want to add?
No, the only issue we have is parking, but that's the, it's nothing to do with more, it's just the area is tough to park, so.
Okay,
Other than that, it's just the fire lanes have to be open, and the fire department's there, so we've done pretty good keeping it open.
very good. Thank you, gentlemen. No other questions, no other comments? Make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all three commissioners in the affirmative. Harry, have a great event this year.
Thank you. We hope you can join us.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Next item will be item number 5. We're going to take that out of order for the special alcohol licenses because the applicant is present. Somerville Education Foundation, 18 Hamilton Road, Somerville, requesting the approval of a special alcohol license for Somerville Food Nation celebration. That's to be held outdoors at the Day Street parking lot on 9/6/24 with a rain date of 9/13/24 from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. The applicant is present in the chamber. If you could state your name for the record.
Hello, my name is Max Winehouse.
Max, you are representing the Somerville Foundation. And this is taking place on a weekend in the parking lot. And how many vendors are you going to have that will be serving alcohol?
We have 2 vendors serving alcohol. It will be Dave's Fresh Pasta and Red Rose.
And Red Bones. Okay? And I'm going to let you ask the questions about Dave's Fresh Pasta and Red Bones on tip certification. So take it away. Take it away.
Excellent, yes, so so just to confirm here. Dave's Fresh Pasta and Red Bones will be using their own staff for this event?
Correct, and they're tip certified.
Perfect. How will you be checking who's over 21 and getting alcohol at the event?
Yeah, we'll be checking at the entrance before people enter. And only board members checking, and participants will receive wristbands if they're 21 plus.
Perfect. Great, no further questions.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Thomas.
Hi, Max. Just a quick question on, I understand the plaza is private property and you are waiting on written consent. Was that given?
Yes, we have a written consent.
Excellent. I'd like to also follow up on the music portion. Using speakers to project music.
Yes, we'll be using speakers.
How many?
I'm not sure. It's a 5-piece band.
5-piece band. Okay, as the chair stated earlier, just be mindful of the sound as the area is very condensed and a lot of residents.
Yeah, I've let the residents know ahead of time as well, if they have any problems with it, to contact me.
We certainly appreciate that. Thank you for that. No further questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Police detail,
Yes,
fire detail, any outdoor flammables?
there will be grills with the flammables.
Grills, but no flammables. Help me understand it.
Sorry, there will be grills, charcoal grills.
Charcoal grills. Captain Richardson, please
Yep.
weigh in.
Sure, we've received a lot of the grilling permits. They state that, the grills have to be kept 3 feet away from people, 10 feet away from combustibles. There should be someone who's always manning the grills. The whole idea is not to have anybody come by and get burned or to start a fire. So each one of the individual people that are setting up in the tents are required to get a grilling permit. We've got quite a them going through so far. I'm not sure if we have them all yet, but that's something we're working on.
Great. Thank you, Captain Richardson. Max, 300 people at any one time?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you very much. Lieutenant Matsakis, 300 over the course of hours? What's your pleasure?
Sorry, what was that again?
300 attendees over the course of 8 hours, 9 hours?
Yeah, I think that's I'm positive. I think we already told them they needed a detail.
Okay, very good.
I
Thank
gotta
you very
it was on Citizen Serve, that's why I'm trying to check it, but I believe that's one of the ones that we required a detail.
Okay, all right, thank you. And then Max, one more question. Rafael Vieira, is he the main contact for this?
Yes, he's been in contact.
Got it. Okay, no other questions? Any other questions? Make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all three commissioners in the affirmative. Have a great event.
Perfect. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Max. Next on the agenda is item number 2, Warehouse 11 Sanborn Court, Somerville, requesting approval of a special alcohol license for warehouse sessions to be held outdoors at Herbert Street on 8/21, 8/24, 9/6, 9/8, 9/13, 9/14, 19, 21, from 7 PM to 11 PM. Is the applicant present?
You are the applicant. I see Carrie Dahl. I will unmute you on our end.
Hello, yes, I'm representing Warehouse 11. Can you hear me?
We can, Carrie.
Hello,
Could you spell your last name for us, please?
DAHL.
Very good, thank you. So this is an event sponsored by Warehouse 11, but it's off-site at Herbert Street. Could you describe the site location for us?
They're actually all events to be held inside Warehouse 11. That I believe is referring to a different event that is not falling under these licenses. We are doing some pop-up music events that go to 7 to 11. They're usually about 30 to 50 people. And that is what the licensing we're looking for is.
Okay, let me take a look at the application because I just got totally confused.
I'm sorry.
This
Peggy
is-
Morrissey, who submitted the application, is in Ireland, so I'm representing for her.
Okay, so commissioners, help me here, Michael, I'm seeing to be held outdoors at Herbert Street.
Mr. Chair, through you, that was a typo that I identified, and unfortunately, it made its way here. I believe the item is properly read just by omitting the sentence, the part about to be held outdoors at Herbert Street.
This is an event that will be held at Warehouse 11.
Mr. Chair, through you, that's my understanding, yes.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna correct that. Thank you. Sorry about that, applicant. Sorry, Carrie.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, this is part of your regular warehouse sessions, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Commissioner Thomas, any questions of the applicant?
Just a quick question on the advertisement for these events. Are they on social media?
We do use Instagram, yes.
Oh, no further questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Allen.
Purchasing liquor from these from a licensed distributor.
Correct.
Perfect. Staff selling beverages tip certified.
Absolutely.
Excellent. No further questions.
Thank you very much. At any one time, Carrie, how many attendees do you think you're gonna have moving in and out?
Generally 30 to 50.
Great, thank you very much. I have no other questions. Commissioners, anything? Nothing. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Have some great events, Carrie.
Thank you so much.
Item number 3 is Down East Cider, 256 Marginal Street, Boston, requesting approval of a special alcohol license for Down East at Assembly Row by Club Volo to be held outdoors at the park in Assembly Row on 8/29 through 9/27 from 11 AM to 11 PM. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, our friend is here. You are unmuted from our end.
Hello.
Hi, can you identify yourself for the record for us, please?
Yes, was just crossing my fingers that you're going to hear me this time. This is Roisin Gilligan. I'm the own premise manager at Down East Cider, reporting live from my own home Wi-Fi and not the one out of the container. So we're doing good today.
Roisin, I am so happy to hear that you're out of the container tonight.
Yes, me too. Good to be out of it.
All right, so you've gone through the routine with us before, no issues since the last time we issued these special one-day licenses?
That's correct. No issues.
Okay, Commissioner Allen, any questions?
No questions.
Commissioner Thomas?
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. With no other questions, no comments, make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Roisin, thank you very much.
Thank you. See y'all next month.
Great, thank you. Next item, item number 6, Taza Chocolate, 561 Windsor Street, Somerville, requesting the approval of a special alcohol license for Taza at Night to be held indoors, 561 Windsor Street on 9/13 from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I do see several representatives for the applicant. I'm going to unmute the names that I recognize. If you'd like to speak.
Hi, my name is Hannah Clales, representing Taza Chocolate.
Hannah, welcome. Could you tell us a little bit about the event for us?
Yeah, we are just having an evening version of the tour we usually do during the day. And we're going to be serving beer, and it's a 21+ event.
Great. This is year number 4 or 5 that you've been doing these?
This particular thing is kind of new, but I know we've had other events at Taza that, you know, we have a license for in the past.
That could be what I'm thinking of. Great. Thank you very much. Commissioner Allen, any questions?
Yeah, purchasing your alcohol from this for via a licensed distributor and having it delivered to you?
Yes, buying from Lamplighter.
Perfect. Great. Staff will be selling the beverages, have tip certification?
Yes.
Excellent. No further questions.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Allen, Thomas.
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Okay, Hannah, anything else? How many people are you gonna have in and out at any one time, do you think? 40, 50?
Just 15.
15. Thank
Yes.
you very much. Any other questions, gentlemen? Nothing. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Hannah, have a great event.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next item, number 7, Cam Engdahl, 11 Sanborn Court, Somerville, requesting the approval of a special alcohol license for Cam and Kohavit's wedding to be held indoors at Warehouse 11, 11 Sanborn Court on 11/11/24 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is the applicant present?
You are the applicant or a representative for this item. Could you please raise your hand? Do we have a representative here for item 7 on tonight's agenda, Cam Engdahl? Mr. Chair, I see no hands raised. Come back to it at the end.
Yeah, if we don't have the applicants here right now, let's put it at the end of the agenda and we will recall it. Gentlemen, I don't know if this is going to be critical if we don't get to it tonight because the wedding is not until November. So let's put it at the end of the agenda and we'll come back to it. Next item on the agenda is item number 1, 2, 3, 8. Item number 8. Item number 8 is a new application for an adult use marijuana retail establishment license, Group B. Hayes of Somerville LLC, DBA Simplicity Dispensary, 362 Mystic Avenue, Somerville, requesting the approval of an adult use marijuana retail establishment license. Proposed hours of operation are Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. This is a public hearing. Is the applicant or their representative present?
If you are here to represent Hayes and Simplicity, please go ahead and raise your hand. I see several representatives here. I just want to make sure I get everyone right. And as you raise your hands, I will go ahead and unmute you. I see.
Hi, this is Colonel Booth.
Colonel, welcome. If you could just identify what your relationship is to Hayes, Simplicity.
Yeah, I am one of the managing partners of Hayes of Somerville.
Thank you very much. And Colonel, you're going to be giving us the presentation tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we're here to answer any questions related to the change of use.
Okay. All right, that's the change of use. Actually, what you're applying for tonight is the license, the business license to operate a recreational marijuana shop in the city of Somerville.
Correct, yes.
Okay. All right, we've been provided with voluminous information about the application. Let me start off with asking you to describe the business.
Yes, so we are an adult use marijuana dispensary operating in the building at 362-368 Mystic Avenue. We have roughly about 1,300 square feet. We took over the existing space for Pleasant Exchange mobile on the mobile store. We are essentially just doing some minor renovations to the location, just strictly cosmetic. And we are hoping to be in a position to open at the end of this year.
Okay, let me see. Colonel, what is the stock or the share ownership that you have in Hayes of Somerville?
Yep, so I have a 49% ownership, and Gina Damasceno, who is a Somerville resident, has the majority ownership.
Gina has 51% complete, or is that split up in the other parts of it?
Nope, that's her ownership.
Okay, so there are two partners in this business?
Correct, yes.
Okay, very good. Let me see. Okay, what I am noticing is this DBA. Have you filed with the Secretary of State, the DBA? Simplicity?
We did, I'm not sure if we did it with the state yet. That could be in the works. I know that typically we have to file a DBA with the city itself, but we haven't gotten into that process yet.
Okay. Okay, and the proposed hours are Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Correct, yes.
And you are a Group B priority applicant?
Yes.
And that's how you'll be applying to, have you applied to the Cannabis Control Commission yet?
We are in the process of submitting for our provisional license. We just received all our certificates of good standing, so that application will be submitted on Monday.
Okay. I'm gonna let the other two commissioners ask more detailed questions, but I just want to make sure that we have everything on your application that we need.
Okay.
You said it is a 1,500 square feet?
It's roughly around 1,500 square feet with our storage space.
Thank you. Colonel, do you operate any other recreational cannabis shops in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts?
From a retail standpoint, no. I actually co-founded an adult use cultivation company operating out of Middleborough, Massachusetts, called Holistic Health Group.
Okay, and do you still have ownership and share in that cultivator?
No, we're actually working on my potential buyout of that ownership.
But as far as legal paperwork, you are still on the record as one of the owners of the cultivator?
Yes.
Okay. And go through, we've got our checklist here, so. Okay, and you have a fully executed host community agreement with the city of Somerville. We have a copy of that in front of us. That was executed between yourself and the city of Somerville in November of 2023. Is that correct?
Correct, yes. And we also have, I believe we executed a more recent updated version.
All right, I'm gonna look to our clerk. This is the updated version to extend the time frame.
Mr. Chair, through you, no, this is not, we haven't executed that with the mayor yet. We have one minor tweak to make in response to feedback that we received from the CCC.
Got it. Colonel, you'll be seeing that at some point in the not too distant future.
Mr. Chair, through you, we are working on that process.
Okay.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Okay. Okay, so paperwork, insurance, have we been provided proof of insurance from this applicant? Might be something that you can tell us at some point, but
Mr. Chair, through you, that I did not fully see.
okay. Colonel, have you provided proof of insurance to the city of Somerville for the cannabis shop?
Not yet. So our insurance is right now only a builder's risk insurance. We don't have product and business insurance until we are ready to commence operations. And we are a few months away from that.
Okay, and you do understand that we do not issue the license without proof of insurance?
Correct, yes.
Okay. All right, do you have a fully executed lease with the landlord of the Mystic Avenue property?
Yes, we do.
Okay, do we have a copy of the lease?
I did request that.
All right, we can confirm that at some point. I just want to make sure we've got the stuff. Okay, Colonel, this is Commissioner Lynch. That's all the questions I have for you now, but I might be back to you later. We're going to start off some questions. Commissioner Allen has been through multiple cannabis applications, so he's got a whole list of questions he wants to ask.
Yes.
Take it away, Commissioner Allen.
Just following through on the lease, could you confirm if you know, does the owner own the building free and clear without a mortgage?
We were not privy to that information. We do not know if they own it outright.
Okay, I'm just aware that in some cases, certain mortgages, particularly when you get into the federal level, like there's implications. And I know we've talked with prior applicants about that. Not a blocker from my side, but just something that I was curious for getting information on. Could you talk about some of the community outreach that you've done? Maybe like list off what you've done, rough number of people you had attend, any takeaways that you had from it that you've acted on?
Sure. Primarily, one of the main focuses of our community impact will be to create we've been working on creating a trade group called the Portuguese Business Owners Association. My business partner, Gina Damasceno, is from Brazil, Portuguese speaking, and we feel that the voice of the Portuguese business owners in the Somerville area is not as strong as it needs to be. So what we did was we collected signatures from, I believe, 25 Portuguese speaking business owners in the Somerville area that have signed on to be part of this group. And our primary goal is to meet with the business owners on a quarterly basis to discuss how things are going for them business wise, how things are going for them in their neighborhood. Is there anything that we can do collectively to help support each other's businesses, things of that nature. So essentially, it's a support group that we are building for other Portuguese-speaking business owners in Somerville. And we have roughly 25 signatures of businesses that are interested in joining. And recently, we've also hosted our community outreach meeting. And that meeting, unfortunately, only had about 2 attendants from the neighborhoods. So there wasn't much feedback from the about 100 people I've spoken to within a 10-block radius of the space. Everyone is very excited to have a local dispensary, and primarily the job opportunities that we're going to provide. We are looking to work directly with this group called the Welcome Project, and in regard to helping people in the community find jobs within our organization.
Great, thank you. This might be, do we have any pictures of what the outside is proposed to going to look like or anything? we've just usually gotten that for other applicants.
Through the chair, I don't see anything like that in the documents.
No one asked the applicant.
That's fair.
Yeah. We could give it to you if you'd like. We do have a rendering of what the exterior will be like.
Yeah, if you'd like to pass that, if you wanted to provide that, and maybe just for now, you could talk me through what the outside's gonna look like.
So our product colors are orange. I'm sorry, our brand colors are orange and white. Orange really gives a feeling of euphoria and relaxation and positive vibes. So we're gonna have a small, I believe it's going to go across the top facade of our space, and it will simply just say Simplicity Dispensary with our plant-based S branding image. It's just gonna be a standard orange and white colored sign. We have to do the regulations from the Cannabis Control Commission. The windows that are facing directly into the dispensary where you can see the sales floor will be frosted so that you can't see in. The windows that are facing directly into our check-in room where we check IDs prior to customers going into the dispensary will be open so that you'll be able to see in. So you'll be able to actually see a little bit of the space. I know there's an initiative in Somerville to essentially have some types of artwork and things of that nature visible off the street. So we're going to be working with local painters to get a mural painted in our check-in room. So when folks in the neighborhood walk by, they'll look in and see some beautiful artwork from a local artist. We're also going to be providing additional lighting around the building as well as cameras to help enhance the security in the neighborhood. And just focusing on making sure our block is clean as possible. So we'll be routinely outside cleaning the parking lots, the sidewalks, just to help beautify the little bit of area that we have. So, ultimately, we're looking to create something simplistic in regards to the look and feel, nothing too over the top, pretty basic. And again, we're highly regulated by the Cannabis Control Commission in regards to what we can do. So we're kind of limited. But we are going to be working within the confines of the city of Somerville and the Cannabis Control Commission in regards to the design.
Understood, thank you. Yeah, and I'm aware that the state level regulations are pretty specific. And just to confirm, when you say your plant logo, that's the same one that I would see on your website where it's the S with the leaves? Okay.
Correct, exactly.
Great. No further questions for right now.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Thomas.
Yeah, just a few questions surrounding Commissioner Allen touched upon it, redeveloping the area. Will you be sharing the parking lot with the adult video store and the Caribbean stores that are already there?
Yes, so there are roughly, I believe, 15 or around 16 parking spots currently there in the front of the building. And then there are 8 parking spots in the back of the building. So we will be sharing the spots with the other tenants in the space. Right now, one of the primary issues are that the employees are all parking in the front lot, subsequently, blocking parking spots for the entire day. So we're going to work on getting everybody to have their employees park in the back of the building so that there'll be more space for customers to flow in and out of the plaza.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I am interested in seeing the exterior because this particular stretch has been around since I'm going to say 1980, 1990. So it's pretty run down. So I'm curious to see how the new design will fit into the existing storefronts that are currently there. Can you discuss a little bit about your cultivation and producing?
Yep. So we have our sister store, Simplicity Dispensary of North Grafton. That is where we're going to be manufacturing and producing all of the products that are sold in Somerville. So we will be purchasing bulk cannabis flower from cultivators, licensed cultivators within the state, and we will be breaking down the product and putting our product branding on the packaging and then shipping it out to the Somerville store for sales.
Perfect. Thank you. No further questions at this time, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Colonel, have you made application to the planning board for your special permit at this point?
We have all that in process.
It's in process. Okay?
Yes, I
Do you
believe-
recall,
yes.
do you recall the date that you made the application to the planning board?
I do not know yet. I know that we are at the stage where we have an civil engineer that's helping us with this because we have to get a traffic study done. He's working through that process. I believe we're still at the very beginning stages of that process.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Could you explain to me what the relationship is between Hayes and Simplicity? Simplicity to me sounds like it is a franchise. Am I correct in making that statement?
Right. So Hayes of Somerville is the company that is the license holder. Simplicity is a brand that the store will use.
Is
So
it
it's a
similar?
shared.
Is it similar to Cookies?
Similar, right? Cookies is owned by a parent company, and the brand is used in individual stores.
Correct. Okay. Okay, so when I look on the website and I see that Hayes Simplicity has stores in Attleboro, South Boston, Brockton. These are franchise, but they are operated under separate LLCs. Is that correct?
Right, and those locations were areas that we tried to apply for licenses and were not successful. So South Boston was one of them. Attleboro, we have an approved host community agreement, but we have not yet moved forward with that project. So the individual dispensaries are owned under an LLC that shares a brand name.
Got it. And so you were denied by the Boston Cannabis Board for the South Boston location?
Yes.
And you were denied in Brockton?
Not in Brockton. No, that's not us that was in Brockton.
Okay. Okay. All right, so those are off my list to ask you about. The community meeting that Commissioner Allen was asking you about, you said you had 2 attendees.
Yes.
How did the community find out you were hosting this community meeting? Flyers?
Right.
Emails?
Yeah, several ways. We mailed out flyers to all the abutters within 500 linear feet of our space, and we posted in the local newspaper as well as on the City of Somerville website.
Thank
the clerk.
you. Michael, can you confirm that newspaper publishing has been done in accordance with law?
Mr. Chair, yes, I can.
Very good. And that do we normally receive the certified copy of the certified mailer to the 300 feet or 500 feet of butters?
Mr. Chair, through you, we did receive that.
We did receive them.
The receipts.
Thank you very much. Colonel, do you have any letters of support other than what you described to the commission from Portuguese business owners? Do you have any letters of support from direct abutters?
We do not have anything from direct abutters. A lot of the abutters around us were renters for the most part, so it's very hard to meet the actual property owners. And typically you want the actual property owners, but we did meet. We focused our efforts on the Portuguese business owners because we felt that with Gina being one of the few Portuguese dispensary owners in the entire state, let alone the nation, we felt that's something that we wanted to focus more on.
Okay, you mentioned that you'll be doing some kind of a arrangement with the Welcome Project. Is the Welcome Project on record with some kind of letter of support?
In our citizen serve application. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm looking, I can't see you, Colonel, but I can see Michael and he's shaking his head yes.
Yes.
Okay, we have that on file.
Mr. Chair, through you, we have a letter of support from the Welcome Project and a letter of support from Councilor Klingon on file as well.
Thank you very much. Do we have any letters of opposition?
Mr. Chair, through you, we do not have any letters of opposition or negative public comment.
Thank you very much. Colonel, how fast do you think you could get to us some renderings of what as Commissioner Thomas kind of wanted to see, what the outside, it doesn't have to be exact, but we'd like to see what you're going to be doing on Mystic Ave and what it looks like to the neighborhood. I understand the rules and regulations of the CCC about advertising plant depictions, et cetera, and about kids. So Do you have anything at all that your architect or your engineer has drawn up for you that you could send in to us?
Yes, we do. We can send that, first thing in the morning, definitely. We have renderings.
Okay. Okay, let's go to a couple of detailed questions so that we don't have to drag this out for you. How is the product going to be moved in and out of the site?
Product will be transferred through third-party licensed marijuana business-to-business transporters from our North Grafton location to the Somerville location through the back parking lot. There is a fenced-in back parking lot that we will be going into and entering the back door, the back egress door of our space to bring product in and out.
Total separate entrance, so you will not be traveling the product through the lobby or your showroom.
No, it will be through the back door.
Got it. Okay. Storage, what kind of vault system or storage system do you propose, and where is it located, on the ground floor or in the basement?
The vault is located on the ground floor. The vault is a combination of plywood, DEA level metal mesh, and sheetrock. So we built vaults. We built our vaults in Grafton, and we built a few other vaults. So we have plywood, metal, and then sheetrock. So it's very very difficult to get through. All of our doors are metal doors. They're all reinforced to prevent breakthrough, and we also have vibration detectors on all the vault walls. So if the walls are being banged, the alarm system will be triggered.
Okay, and for your inventory control, seed to sale, you understand the CCC's rules and regulations on that?
Yes,
correct?
our employees will go through what's called a responsible vendor training, where we learn how to work through the compliance system, how to properly manage product in and out of the store, how to check IDs. We also be trained on Metrec. So Metrec is what we manage all the product that comes into the store and is sold to the customers. So we will all be trained on that, and we will be using a seed to sale software called Dutchie, which is one of the best and most reliable products around to help us track our inventory.
Colonel, can you spell the name of that vendor for me, please? Dutchie?
Yep, Dutchie, DUTCHIE.
IE. Okay. Okay, your internal, your personnel policies, your hiring policies, your record keeping, this is your financial records. These are all things that you're aware that you have to do with the CCC as well, correct?
Correct, yes.
Yep, and the qualifications and the training for anyone handling the regulated product, you have to prove that to the CCC as well.
Yes.
Okay, security plan. Do you propose to have any type of security internal to the store itself?
We will have panic buttons at all the cash registers. We will have panic buttons at the check-in and the back office. We will have an alarm system, as well as a battery backup redundancy in place that will make sure that the system is online for 24 hours, given a power outage. And we will also have camera coverage in 100% of the facility inside as well as outside of our egress doors.
Do you plan to have security personnel, either third party or your own employee internal, or is this all like employee activated security in case of a problem?
So we will have employee activated security. So at the check-in space, when the customers come in, they get their IDs checked, and they can't walk directly into the sales floor. They have to be buzzed in so that the door is essentially locked unless we allow them into the sales floor. So that's our first line of security. And then we have panic buttons strategically placed in different areas of the store that will immediately trigger the alarm if needed.
Great. For your, I forgot to ask you this question, Colonel, for the transportation, the third party that you propose to use, are they also the third party that will take excess cash out of your facility?
Correct, yes. So Eagle Transport, they do both cash and product. So initially, just for cost savings, we're going to go with one company to move product as well as pick up our cash.
Got it. Are those personnel for that third party, are they armed?
I do not believe they're allowed to be armed by state law. I don't believe so. I really don't, I don't have the definitive answer on that, but I believe they're not allowed to be armed based on the
Okay.
state regulations.
Okay, I'm asking the question because we ask about all the applicants, okay?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not quite sure the answer on that one, unfortunately.
okay, how about security cameras, internal and external? Could you describe that to the commission for us?
Yep, so we will be having an IP-based camera system. All the cameras will be roughly around 8 megapixels in image quality. We have facial recognition and facial tracking. So if somebody, you know, is identified as a troublemaker, we'll be able to track and see their face, track them to the store. We can deny them entry based off of that. We will also have 90 days of backup of all of our cameras facing the limited access areas. So inside and outside, we're required to have 90 days backup storage of all of our cameras.
Is that a Colonel, is that a CCC requirement, the number of days backup, or is that just the product limitation?
It's a requirement by the CCC.
Thank you. Your diversity plan, could you talk to the commission a little bit about how many Somerville residents you plan to hire?
I believe so. We're going to work exclusively with the Welcome Project. We're not only are we donating money to them, but we're going to be doing job fairs at their offices. Our goal is to hire a minimum of 50% of employees from the neighborhood. We'd like to go as high as we possibly can. We've already had a lot of people who've just been popping into the store and just being curious, asking about what's going on. So we've been informed that there are a lot of people in the housing community 2 blocks down from us that are really ready and willing to work for us. We plan at minimum, like I said, would be 50% of employees will be from the neighborhood. We want to go as high as we possibly can. That way we don't have, you have less issues with calling out if people live 2 blocks down from their job.
Okay. Colonel, how are you gonna control some folks that might loiter out in that parking lot? Can you kind of help me understand how you're gonna manage that?
And so that's a challenge that we need to work. We're trying to work through the video store. They're the primary culprit of people loitering in that parking lot right now. So we've been trying to work with the managers of the store to kind of push people away from hanging out and smoking in the parking lot. We mentioned that we have to have cameras all around the building based on our regulations, and we feel that people will most likely not loiter as much if they know that there's a video camera there recording them.
To your knowledge, Colonel, does the video store have external cameras?
They do, yes. I believe they do. I don't believe they work. From what I've seen,
good.
Yeah, there's one out there and it's exceptionally old. I highly doubt that they do, and they don't enforce anything anyway, so they're not actively trying to keep people from loitering at the moment. We're just trying to work with them on that one. That's going to be a work in progress for us.
Colonel, is your landlord the same landlord that controls the video store?
Yes, it is.
It is. So I have a concern here that if the landlord of the video store has a camera system that doesn't operate very well, and they have a little issue with controlling people smokes out in front or hanging out in front, how you're representing to us that you're gonna work with them, with the owner, but if he's not even doing it for the video store, why would he be doing it for you?
Well, so they're not smoking out front. It's just some reason there's always men hanging out outside over there. And they just sit and chat, a lot. And there's some people that are there all day. We've mentioned that, we'd like for the loitering to stop. I'm trying to get a hold of the owner of the business of the video store, but I was told recently that it was sold and that the new owners are in California. So I've yet to get their direct contact. So once I do get a hold of them directly, I'm going to voice our concerns and try to express our wants to try to keep the parking lot clean and clear, of all loitering out there. We're going to try our best. We can't control what the video store tells their customers to do, unfortunately. But we have been talking to the managers and they said they're gonna try their best, but you know, it's really on them. I can't force them, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know you can't force them, but as a lessor of the property, so, you know, you have one owner and you have two lessors, I would think it's the owner who is the one who's gonna be responsible for that, because remember, Colonel, if this license is granted and there are problems in that parking lot, the SPD or the licensing commission or neighborhood complaints, they don't care whose customer it is,
Right.
right? Yeah, and it could come back to hurt you in some way. So I'm stating what I've seen happen in business. I've been doing this for 8 years now, so be careful with, you know, unwritten promises that you get from landlords and other tenants.
Right. No, definitely understood. You know, and we've talked about it because you know, one of the things that we are going to be doing is just cleaning up the area and putting more lights and cameras around there. And so the brighter the area is, the more the cameras are, I feel like that's going to lead to less loitering. I'm hoping that that's going to be the step in the right direction and that'll get the ball rolling on, you know, just trying to keep people from hanging out in that parking lot.
Okay. And then one more question, so I have it straight in my head. I'm looking at the narrative in the information that was provided to us. So you are a minority owner of Hayes Somerville.
Yes.
With 49% equity.
Yes.
You are also a 33% owner of the medical marijuana license for cultivation. And a 33% owner on an outdoor cultivation license. The licensees are held by a company named Holistic Health Group, which is located in Middleborough, Mass. Are those complete statements?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and where is your product coming from again? North Grafton?
Yes. Yes. We have a sister store in North Grafton that I'm a co-owner of as well.
Got it. Okay. Okay. I think I have exhausted both the colonel and myself with questions. Let's go back to the two commissioners. You like recreational cannabis applications, huh, Commissioner Thomas?
Yeah, really. It's just, I do have some concerns with the location here. I'm just not sure it's a great fit for the area, but that's just my take on it. And I do have some concerns with the distribution and cultivation of the product, with the applicant being so tied to several other entities that do partake in this type of activity. So those are my only reservations at this time.
Thank you. Commissioner Allen.
I think my only concern here would be, given the camera setup in the parking lot, if there's any smoke, any consumption of the applicant's product out there, I would want to hear from them, their policies in place to make sure that that's monitored and that they're added to their do not sell list. Could you confirm that you will have such a policy in place?
Yes, we do. We also notify our customers inside the store and upon exiting the store that they are not allowed to consume cannabis anywhere in the public. It's really for private property and private use only. So that's something that we educate our customers on inside when they're in the store and when they're exiting the store.
Great. No further questions from me.
Okay. Okay, Colonel, I'm gonna try to recap as best I can. And then the commissioner, we're gonna go to the public. And then the commissioners and I are gonna deliberate. Is that okay with you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so feel free to jump in if I misstate something here. You have a fully executed host community agreement, which you executed with the city of Somerville on 12/21/23. You are the proposed location is located within an ordained marijuana overlay district. Your hours of operation fall within the guidelines for the city of Somerville. Your proposed operation is not within 300 feet of a public or private elementary school, nor a child care facility. You have duly noticed the community and held a community outreach meeting. Colonel, could you tell the commission the date of that meeting?
Oh boy. Hold on one second. I can get that date for you.
Sure.
1 second here. It was on June 14th.
This year, June
Yes.
14th, this year?
Yes,
Thank
it was.
you. Okay. You have sent certified notice of intent to the abutters as required by the city of Somerville, correct
Yes.
statement?
Yes,
And
we have.
where did you obtain that list of abutters?
From the assessor's office.
Thank you very much. And this store will not occupy more than 10,000 square feet.
No.
Great. All right, so tonight we've asked you about your capabilities to operate and manage the proposed facilities. It appears as though from your testimony that you are familiar with the CCC rules and regulations, and that how many years have you been in this business, Colonel?
It's 3 years now.
3 years. Okay. Okay, Colonel, thank you for all of your comments tonight and being prepared. We do understand we have a letter of support from Councilor Jesse Klingon in Ward 4, in which ward you're in. We do not have any letters of opposition. We have a letter of support from the Welcome Project in which you're partnering with here. How long is your lease that you propose to execute with the property owner?
We have a initial 5-year lease with a 5-year option.
Thank you very much. And we asked you about insurance, application date to the CCC, the stock control, the percentages. When do you propose to begin construction?
So we've submitted our paperwork for our demo permit. Our construction is not too much, as this was an operating store. So we just did some demo, which was pulling down some sheetrock and putting back up some sheetrock, which we're in progress of doing. And then we're just gonna paint, and really that's the gist of it. We have an HVAC company that's gonna come in and potentially look at the HVAC system to see if it works or not. And if it works, then we keep it. If not, we replace it. But that's really it.
Very good. Okay, I think there are some things that all three commissioners would like to see. But we're gonna go to the public first.
Mr. Chair, through you, before we go to the public, I do see a hand raised from Captain Richardson.
Sure. Colonel, we're gonna take a comment from Captain Charles Richardson. He is our liaison to the Somerville Fire Department. Captain
All right.
Richardson.
Thank you. I just wanted to let the commission know that the fire department has a scheduled walkthrough inspection. It's set up for Thursday with the Colonel Booth.
Thank you very much, Captain. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, through you, I could go to the public.
Yep, Colonel, if you're all set, we're gonna go to members of the public and see if we have any comments.
Okay, thank you.
If you are a member of the public who wishes to be heard on this adult use recreational marijuana application, please raise your hand in the Zoom lobby. Mr. Chair, seeing none. Oh, Mr. Chair, when we close the public hearing, I do have a hand raised from Lieutenant Matsakis as well.
Okay. Okay, gentlemen, we got nothing on the public hearing. Okay, if I close it? All right, I'm gonna close that part of the public hearing, but I am gonna keep the public record open until next month. Next month's meeting. And I will tell you why. It is typical for this commission to receive documentation and schematics and overviews and written presentation when cannabis shops are being established. One other question I have for the applicant: was your community meeting recorded And if not, do you have minutes of that meeting?
I can double check with our administrative assistant. We do have minutes on the meeting, yes. Actually, yes, it was recorded.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and where can members of the public or the commission find that recording? Do you have a website for Hayes Somerville?
We can get the recording over to you at any point in time.
Great.
We'll include that with in our list of items that we're going to send over.
Okay, yeah, Michael will be in touch with you with a list of what we're gonna request, but sometime this week. But the commissioners do have a number of things I think that we would like to see. So if you could send over the recording of that community meeting. Commissioner Allen, you would like to see some type of,
architect's diagrams of the outside. Additionally, I think just seeing the floor plan, how the entry area is gonna go into the sales floor / back of house. These are just, again, these are things that we normally see for these applications, that it helps us make our decisions.
okay? And Commissioner Thomas, I think you'd like to see something in terms of a plan for the parking lot area, how this tenant is gonna be working with other tenants to kind of control what he's describing as folks hanging out in front.
Right, it's along the same lines, with Commissioner Allen on the exterior of the property.
Okay.
Future designs.
Okay. Okay, Colonel, do you want to say anything else? The commissioners are gonna deliberate here for a little bit, and then we're gonna make our recommendation. Before we go do that, let's ask Lieutenant Mitsakis. Lieutenant Mitsakis, anything?
Yes, every other business that's open, we've done a walkthrough as well, along with the fire. Has the applicant reached out to anybody from the SPD for this inspection? I have never received anything at all, not even from the clerk's office on it.
Yeah, we can pass that question right now to Colonel Booth. Colonel Booth, have you reached out to anyone from the Somerville Police Department for a courtesy walkthrough or to discuss any items that they might have concern about?
Not yet. We're waiting until we get our security system installed as well as our camera system. We want to have all of our pieces in place prior to having the police department coming on site. We know that security inside and outside is one of the main items that we're going to that they're going to be concerned with. So we just want to get that done first.
Yeah, perfect. That's what I may be looking at, it safe. That's what I want to see.
Okay, are you satisfied with the applicant's answer on that,
Yeah.
though? He's kind of got to get things in place before he can take you through.
Yeah, I was just concerned because I heard that the fire department's going by on Thursday, so that's why I didn't. He's jumped ahead on that already, but it's fine.
No, thank you very much.
All right,
Okay.
just reach out, please, when you get everything in place, and I'll stop by.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Very good. So Colonel, commissioners are going to discuss here. All right, Commissioner Thomas, do you have enough information to make a decision tonight, or would you prefer that the information we're requesting come back into us before we vote?
To directly answer your question, Mr. Chair, I do not feel comfortable voting tonight. I would want to research on what happened in Brockton and the other cities, just for curiosity. And I would also like to find out more about designs for the roof. It's an older building that is a weakness point in other stories and situations I've seen. So I'd like to see some design plans for securing the roof, things of that nature. Again, it's just a very, very old property, old area, old establishments. And this is the first time I'm seeing a new retailer, not rebuilding from scratch, but just kind of refitting. So that's why the interest of the designs are paramount for me.
All set? Yeah, thank you very much, Commissioner Allen.
I think that I'd be more comfortable, just punt it a month, get in that extra information. That way we can basically judge it by the same criterion that we've judged all the other applicants.
All set?
Yep.
Okay. Colonel, those are the other two commissioners, and I am in agreement. All of the applicants that have come in front of us for recreational cannabis shops have provided written documentation and schematics and plans I do appreciate all the work that you put into the application itself. It gives us a lot of the information that we need. And as you see, I went through a checklist to make sure we don't put you through any unnecessary delay. So we do understand, you've got a few years of experience of administering these types of businesses. It appears as though you're ready to launch, but if you could, I think the commission would like to continue this case till the September meeting. And Michael Potier, our operations manager in the city clerk's office, will provide to you a list of what the commission has requested of you. And then we can take that very, very quickly in the September meeting, and we can vote in September. Is that amenable to you?
Yes, definitely. That sounds good.
Okay. All right. So for Hayes, Somerville, DBA Simplicity, I think the commission would like to continue this case to the September meeting. Would you like me to make a motion to do that, or the chair rules?
Mr. Chair, I believe, yeah.
The chair rules. Colonel Booth, thank you very much. We will see you in September, and hopefully we'll have a satisfactory answer for you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep, bye.
Next item on the agenda. Next item on the agenda. Did you steal my agenda, Commissioner? No. Next item on the agenda is number 10. This is for a new common victualler and entertainment by devices indoors. This is for Pound House Concept LLC, DBA Pound House Coffee, 703 Broadway, Somerville. Approval of a common victualler and entertainment by devices indoors. Proposed hours of operation on Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Indoor seats, 36. This is a public hearing. Is the applicant present?
You are the applicant. I see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Hello, my name is Lindo. Can you hear me?
We can, if you could give me the spelling of your first name one more time, please.
Yes, my first name is Lin, L-I-N-H. That's how you spell it. And Do is my last name, D-O.
Great. Lynn, thank you very much. Are you the new owner of it? This is, it looks like it's a brand new coffee house.
Yes, correct. I have my partner right here with me. His name is Ton Nguyen. We are partners of and the representative of Powerhouse Coffee.
Great. And the site that you're going into in this is in Ball Square?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and is that the site of the old dry cleaner?
Correct.
Okay, now I've got it. Very good. This is common victualler. The devices indoors, is that just piped music or TV, or what is it?
For entertainment, which is we are planning to use, we do use TV and speakers for music.
Got it. Thank you very much. Commissioner Thomas, any questions of the applicant?
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Allen?
No questions.
No questions. Lynn, if you're okay, have you spoken to anybody in the Ball Square area about how they can help you? Or are you just gonna open the shop and then introduce yourself to the other merchants?
For neighborhood wise, we have spoken to the owner of the cafe in front of us. The name is Ball Square Cafe. Yeah, he's welcome to help us with anything that we are like questioning or concerning. Yeah. And we have talked to other retailers surrounding us too.
Very good. Okay, great. Okay, I have no other any other questions? Nope, let's go to the public. Michael.
Mr. Chair, before we go to the public hearing, I do see a hand raised from Captain Richardson.
Sure, Captain Richardson.
Hi again. I just wanted to make a note that we stopped by back in March when they were first opening, where we have some things that we asked them to do when they open. But the contact number that we have in Citizen Serve, it is not a working telephone number, or there is no mailbox set up. So we have trouble contacting the people there, but maybe that could be taken care of or updated.
Yes.
Captain
I'm sorry.
Richardson will take care of that for you tonight through Michael. Lynn, if you could give the proper telephone number and contact email to Michael at the city clerk's office tomorrow, he can get that over to Captain Richardson.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, for you, if there's no working phone number or email, perhaps the applicant could give it to us now?
Not on public. I would prefer they not give their phone number
Fair
in
enough.
public.
Yeah, fair enough, Mr. Chair. My
Okay.
mistake. My apologies.
No problem. Lynn, if you could do that tomorrow, give your contact info to Michael directly, and he'll get it to Captain Richardson.
Yep, sure I can.
Thank you very much. Okay, any members of the public wish to be heard?
If there are any members of the public who wish to be heard on this item, please go ahead and raise your hand in the Zoom lobby. Mr. Chair, seeing none.
Seeing none, I'll close that part of the public hearing, and Commissioner Thomas,
To make a motion to approve.
Second it.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Lynn, congratulations. If you could just stay in touch with Michael tomorrow, we'll take care of it.
Yep, thank you so much.
Thank you. I think we have one more item on the agenda, Michael. Is that
Mr. Chair, that is correct.
correct? This is a late item. It's existing common victular license. They're looking for new all forms alcohol license. They're not looking for that. They have it. They're looking for a change of hours. This is for Mama Anna Inc., DBA Mama Anna Inc., 60 Middlesex Ave, Somerville, requesting approval of the change of hours. I'm not going to go through all of this because, Michael, I think you've assured me that is within the bounds. So let's see if the applicant is present. They are requesting some change of hours here.
Mr. Chair, I do see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Samantha Downing on behalf of the applicant Mama Anna Inc. As you stated, we were before the board last month for the wine and malt license and outdoor seating application, which was approved. Now we're just seeking to extend the hours of operation.
Samantha, thank you very much. Commissioner Thomas, any questions?
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Allen,
No questions.
seeing none, make a motion to approve.
Second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Samantha, sorry about the wait, but thank you very much for coming back.
That's okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, all three commissioners in the affirmative. Michael, how'd we do?
Mr. Chair, through you, we can return to item 7, the special alcohol license, to see if the applicant's here.
If we could, let's go to item number 7. It is Cam Engdahl, 11 Sanborn Court, Somerville, requesting the approval of a special alcohol license for Cam and Kohavit's wedding to be held indoors at Warehouse 11 Sanborn Court on 11/11/24 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is the applicant now present?
If you are the applicant for this item, please go ahead and raise your hand. Mr. Chair, through you, I do see someone with one of the names. Could you go ahead and raise your hand if you're able to in the Zoom lobby? You're unmuted on our end.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, is this Kobe?
Yeah, this is Kohavi. I'm so sorry I missed my appointment.
No, Kobe, if you could just give us your full name for the record, we'll try to get you in and out of here quickly.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. My full name is Kohavi Istahar Gill.
And you're getting married and you are renting out Warehouse 11 on 11/11.
That is correct.
Got it. Commissioner Allen, any questions of the applicant?
How many, how large of an event are you expecting in terms of guest count?
Yeah, so right now our expectation, like maximum, is going to be 90 guests. We're really not expecting more than 87 though. But we're sending out our invitations now. So once we get those RSVPs in the next month or so, I could have a better estimate, but definitely no more than 100.
Okay. Who will you be purchasing your alcohol for this event from?
Yeah, so I'm hoping to go with Cappy's in Everett. And then I'd like to purchase from Night Shift Brewing as well, since that was a former employer of mine and I love their beer. And then I think we might go with maybe another local brewery that's on your list, but if anything, Night Shift and Cappy's.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you. No further questions.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Corby, just want to wish you best of luck and congratulations on your upcoming nuptials. No
Thank
further
you.
questions.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Nicely done. Kobe, if you could do me a favor, I raised eyebrows when you said Cappy's. I'm not
Okay.
sure if Cappy's is on the approved list of a distributor that you can use, okay?
I use them for my one.
So, that's because you did it illegally. If you could get in touch with Michael, or Michael, do we have Cappy's on our, I don't think a liquor store is on our list.
Mr. Chair, through you, I can just download that list right now.
Okay,
Okay, thanks.
and then.
I thought I
whoever-
saw it on the list, but perhaps I was wrong. But yeah, then definitely we'll use an approved vendor.
Okay, and whoever is serving the alcohol should be tip certified. I'm getting a thumbs up from Michael. Am I?
Mr. Chair, through your, Cappy's is in fact on the list, 296 Main Street, Everett.
My apologies, Kobe.
No, you're
Cappy's,
good.
296 Main Street, Everett is on the list.
Sweet. Awesome.
Would you like to become a commissioner over here? I mean, you knew Cappy's was on the list.
You thought I would break the rules and regulation of the Summerville
Absolutely,
licensing?
absolutely, Commissioner, absolutely. Kobe, sorry about that.
You're good. No
I have
worries.
no other questions of the applicant.
Let's see.
Anybody? Commissioner Thomas would like to.
Make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Cam and Kobe, have a beautiful wedding at.
Yay. Thanks so much, commissioners. Have a great evening.
Thank you. You too. That brings us to the end of the agenda. Gentlemen, if there are no more items, Michael, all set?
Mr. Chair, through you, that is correct.
Nikki Green, Captain Richardson, Lieutenant Mitsakis, members of the public, attendees, commissioners, Michael, thank you. This meeting is adjourned.